welcome to CEO Talks, where we dive into stories behind India's most inspiring brands and the leaders who drive them forward. Today, I'm thrilled to have with us Mrs. Ridhima Singhal, Director of a powerhouse in modern home aesthetics, Manor House Decors, a brand that has redefined interiors by blending time elegance with contemporary design and was recently recognized with the Impactful Brand Award by Amala Earth. She's also FRM certified, bringing a unique blend of expertise and vision to the world of decor. I'm joined by my colleagues Medhansh, Shreya, and Rhea, and together we look forward to exploring her journey and insights. Let's get started with today's conversation.
I am actually quite thrilled to look at such zealous and talented set of people in front of me. So confident. So when I look back, while I was doing my graduation in Miranda House, it was hard to, do that at least in the first or second year. But it is definitely exciting, and I am glad that I'm part of this initiative of yours, and yeah, look forward to this
Thank you,
podcast.
ma'am. We are also very glad to have you here. So I guess we can get started with the
Yeah.
questions. So
Yes,
before we dive
absolutely.
into Manor House, could you walk us through your journey from studying finance to building a career across Infosys, Fitch, and BlackRock?
Yes. So as you would see that, so basically, I come from a small town called Muradabad, which is in UP, and so as all small town children, I aspired to study in a bigger town, and I came to Delhi to study. And I was fortunate to be part of corporates like Infosys, BlackRock, and Fitch being the longest for me. And it was wonderful because these companies helped me shape the person that I am, partly in terms of honing a lot of my skills, like my the fact that you have to have some kind of quality in your work, which you can present, my presentation skills, and a lot of peer management. So these are the skills that I think I picked from these places, and I really think that my corporate stint helped me there.
Really carried forward those lessons and uh, into the everything that you did. It really helped your entrepreneurship, I'd say.
Yes, it did. So basically, entrepreneurship is a package. So in the corporate journey, I was part of a corporate world for about 10 years. So in corporate, which is very linear. While you're an entrepreneur, you're doing finance person, you have to look at sales, you have to look at the quality of your goods, the production, the marketing bit. So everything has to operate in tandem. But the skills that overall that corporate kind of prepares you early on in the career is also something that you have to have before. I feel that one before just jumping onto the entrepreneurial journey, one should have that. You should have the beating from your boss, you should know where you are going wrong. So I think it's a great learning experience, and one should not
That's
undermine
just
that.
wonderful to hear from you. It really brings up the insight.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the next
Yeah.
question. Could you share some of the early influences, mentors, experiences, or challenges that have shaped your perspective as a leader?
See, like I was saying that it actually takes me back to the memory of a lot of my bosses, some good some good and some not so good. But I definitely feel that a lot of them were very supportive. Um, I felt what I picked from my leaders and my mentors in my corporate stint was, and peers too, frankly. A lot of my peers were my mentors, a few couple of years senior. They helped me a lot in understanding the context, how you should approach a particular topic, etc. So I think peer learning was something that I picked from there. There were a lot of mentors that I had, and I felt that you I picked a lot of nuances because of the mentorship that I got there. uh, I thought that what I picked in terms from these mentors, one was that you have to have your own thinking process and not just follow a template that has been given to you. So that actually helped me shape, helped me in the while I was setting up Manor House. Uh, so that was one learning, definitely. The other learning is that I also, from the bad bosses or the good bosses, I felt that what not to do with your team. So a lot of times I feel that one should not really start micromanage your team. At the same time, handhold your team members also whenever the task is new, and just give them some kind of a holistic view so that they are also interested in the job in a for a longer period of time that they are with you, and they see value in the work that they're doing with us.
So I guess that blend of corporate and creative really seems to define your path.
Yeah. So yes, absolutely. So, like you mentioned, I my corporate career was essentially in finance, and I kind of decided that. So I was enjoying my work. I was enjoying my work at Fitch. I was a analyst. I was working as a credit analyst there. So there was a lot of exposure for me. But something that I enjoyed meeting, the CXOs, and at that time that used to be a big thing. Visit bigger factories and see how the production is going for different, maybe steel mills, etc. So that kind of exposure was absolutely fantasizing at that age. But something that was missing was some bit of creativity that I wanted to satisfy at that time. So basically, to balance my, say, yin and yang, I decided to get into something that is exciting and fulfills my creative side also. And at that time, the e-commerce side was also taking shape in India, and we were all fascinated by that. We wanted to explore how to kind of utilize the e-commerce, and in terms of creativity, definitely I was always very uh, known in my inner circle to be doing some kind of creative things in terms of hosting people differently or doing something differently. So something or the other would keep going on in my head. And that's how the idea of home decor came. And then we started Manor House.
I think that really gives us an insight into your perspective over entrepreneurship and your brand overall.
Yeah. Okay.
For the next questions, I think Medansh will be taking over for me.
Sure.
Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Midhansh,
Hi.
and
Hello, Vedansh.
can, hello, ma'am. Can we move forward with the questions?
Yes, absolutely.
Ma'am, leaving a secure corporate career is always daunting. What gave you the confidence to take that leap, and how did that journey lead to the creation of Manor House?
See, basically, corporate journey was definitely something I enjoyed, but it came with an expiry date also. I knew I will not be able to work in a corporate for a very long time. Not that it's bad if even if somebody has a full career in corporate, but that definitely didn't satisfy the creative side of me, and I wanted to get into a product which was where I can put in some more creativity, um, and therefore I and home decor. I come from a city, Muradabad, which is known for home decor in itself. And my family was in the export business, and it's a third generation business for us. So home decor came naturally. It helped me decide that I can take this product forward. Where I differentiated and what was my uh, aspiration to start Manor House was because I wanted to use this platform that was set by my family and take it as a D2C brand for the Indian consumers. till now it was for exports, and I wanted to take it to the D2C market, reach a broader scale, and that is why we started a website back when making websites was not so easy also. And the main mission and the goal that I had in mind was reaching good quality, uh, beautiful looking things for your home, which is accessible to a broader frame of people, and people could access it outside tier 1 cities also through online shopping. And that is how we came into being. Um I was also sure that I wanted to bring in products that mean some, that are contemporary and are absolutely of use. So at Manor House, something that we swear by is that we believe that making small changes to your homes can make a big difference. You may have the most beautiful house, you may have painted your house lavishly and very nicely, you could have things, but you would get bored, and small changes here and there are part of any home journey. So that is where we want to position Manor House. And that is why that was the thought when I started it.
Ma'am, leaving that career was a very bold decision, but I guess it definitely paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a learning experience at the end of the day. So I am very glad that uh, in this journey of Manor House, there are opportunities of learning every single day, understanding trends of the market, what is happening. So things change with seasons. And when I started, it was more centric to exports, and now I see it, there's a lot of demand of these kind of things in India, which is really fascinating. And to be part of this industry, part of this learning process is definitely something I get excited when I wake up every morning.
Ma'am, moving on to the next question. Ma'am, do you see Manor House as something that began from a personal passion for design or as a business vision that evolved into a passion over time?
See, you cannot sustain a design if there is no business, and a good business cannot happen if you don't have a good design. So both happen in tandem. If I don't have a good design, nobody is going to buy from me. And if I don't have good marketing, then a good design won't have any value. So both these things will have to go hand in hand. To run a successful business, you will have to be mindful. We have to be innovative every single day. We start and we learn, then we de-learn, unlearn, and that is what the process is. So when I started, the definite thought was creativity, and I wanted to do something in home decor. That was clear to me. But as we progressed, I realized that to make it happen, you have to have a very, very, very sharp business acumen. And that comes with time, that comes with a lot of beating, and you have to work very hard to make that happen.
Okay. I mean, I think it is very insightful how passion and vision met at the same time for you. I think most entrepreneurs aim to achieve that.
Yeah.
Ma'am, moving on to the next question. Ma'am, India has such a strong design heritage. How do craftsmanship and cultural aesthetics shape the identity of Manor House today?
See, the idea is that the craftsmanship ages. If you talk about the craftsmanship, and if you talk about the crafters involved in this industry, they are 4 generations old. And there are, the craftsmanship would involve, everything is handmade, those things. Master craftsmen would make one piece of vase using techniques which would take a month or 2 months, maybe three, to make one piece of a flower vase. So that is the kind of work that has been put to create a product. Now, to the idea of manor house is to bring those crafts and present to you, to make it sellable, to market those goods, to reap the correct value, and ensure that our artisans are also getting the value, the correct price for the work that they are putting in. We have to market it and present those pieces in a very modern way, in a contemporary way that fits the contemporary requirements of different households and different spaces that we right now live in. So, our job is to bring the crafter's perspective, the artisan's work in front of the consumer in a way that they see value and they're able to use it. So if they're able to use it, if we are able to contemporize the product and they're able to use it, we'll be able to sell it. So so this is where we are trying to bridge the gap and between the artisans and the consumers.
Very well said, ma'am. That just shows how rooted Manor House is in Indian craftsmanship, modern and traditional.
Yeah, so we see that we cannot leave our traditional roots for the people that we are, and we contemporize it because we want to make it accessible. So if you look at any of our products, you will see some tinges of traditional craftsmanship, and definitely a lot usable in any household and at different price points to make it accessible to many people, different people of different uh, looking at different price points.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, Ria will be moving forward with the podcast now.
Sure.
Yes. So I was going to ask you, given how quickly consumer preferences evolve in the home decor space, how do you adapt to these shifts while ensuring efficient inventory management?
Yeah, that's a tough one. So we see that, so we have two kind of products that we always have. One is something that is evergreen. We know that these kind of product lines will always move for us. Lighting will always move for us. Puja decor will always move for us, etc. We're a lot into corporate gifting. So there are certain kind of product lines that we have, certain categories that we keep in mind that will always move for us. So some things are we know that are going to run. For new collections that we kind of launch, so what we do is that to maintain some kind of inventory, whenever we are launching a collection, we uh, keep the inventory levels at a minimum to begin with, and as we see the traction in certain products, we order a bigger inventory lot so that we are also able to capture a good price for those products because of the MOQs attached, etc. But for the products that see slower inventory cycle, then we kind of phase them out. So there's always, we keep always keeping a track of the inventory cycle of each product, and then we ensure that whenever there's an inventory cycle that is exceeding some X days, that's when we decide to phase out the product and shorten the product life cycle of that particular product. And the product that are bestsellers for us, and we know that the demand gen, we know about it and we know the forecast. So based on the forecast, we ensure that the inventory won't um, exhaust. So that is how we kind of manage the inventory of around 250, 300 products that we always have in our store.
All right. So it's not just about following trends, but anticipating them. That's impressive.
Yes. So for following trends, like I just said, that we are launching collections, and whenever we are launching collections, we order smaller quantities to also test how they are going to perform, and then the churn kind of continues. Yeah.
Alright, so looking back, was there a challenge early on in your career that shaped your thinking and influences how you approach culture and design at Manor House Decor? And how does that experience inspire the designs you create today?
So earlier, I would depend on uh, just on what is available, and I wanted to test the market on whatever is available. I would put that out, do a photo shoot, send that out in the on my e-commerce site, and then sell it. But now I have become more confident of my choices in terms of I know that this is going to sell, I know this is not going to sell, I know this is how the packaging has to be. And I would put my foot down, and I would ensure that whatever is there in my head gets translated into the final design, and then kind of reaches the market. So that ways we face a lot of tussle between the creative side of me and the production side of me, because these are all conflicting rules end of the day. So we are trying to reach a balance where we see that I ensure that whatever I feel that is something I want to present to my consumers is the product that I present to them, not something that is available in the circuit. And I just say, okay, I won't dive into trends mindlessly. Essentially, I would think of a design, and till the time I get complete closure, I am satisfied, I won't launch it.
Doing the depth behind your designs, not just aesthetics, but stories.
Oh yes, absolutely. So we are
Thank you
definitely
so much.
a story first.
Yes. Over to Shreya.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, I would love to ask what piece from Manor House Decor do you feel best represents the brand? Something you would proudly highlight in your own home and also suggest as the ideal first choice for someone beginning their journey with your collection.
See, it's something. So I am a lot into styling. I love styling homes. I love styling my own house. Uh, every time you would come to my house, you won't see the same corner the same way. So I am always shifting things around. I believe a lot, and I tell my a lot of people that it's not about buying new things all the time. It's also about uh, your inside home shopping. So you just move things around and freshen things up. You change some flowers and you bring some freshness. I am the kind of person who would host people, have a nice candle holder. I would always have some cake stand, some elevation. So I'm always moving things around. For manor houses, uh, best pieces, I I won't be able to choose, very honestly. It is impossible, but it moves. For me, it moves with seasons. So, last year we did something called a picnic series where we had things all made of wood. So everything was made in mango wood, and we topped it with glass lanterns, etc. So there were platters, there were cake stands, and everything was in wood. And that was something that I think that every household needs very very nice platters, and Manor House comes with plenty. There's a product. We are lot into gifts, and there's a dhoop loban that we always have. It's a puja need that everybody has. We are working a lot on puja decor as we speak. Um when we started Manor House, or even before that, our we were into craftsmanship, and a lot of our candle holders, which are really really intricate, involves a different kinds of craftsmanship like chitai. Everything is handmade, and that is something that I feel every household should have. The candle holders that we have are definitely one should explore, and the choices are a lot when you visit us.
I've seen the designs of Manor House, and I totally get why you could not choose one specific
Mhm.
product in the beginning. But the platters and the candle holders definitely sound like the perfect introduction to the brand. If you don't mind, I will be moving on to the last question. Manor House has always been about combining style with purpose. If you could leave one principle for future entrepreneurs that is both practical and inspiring, what would it be?
Um, Something that I have learned in this journey of mine is that when you're doing a business, you're not just doing it for yourself, you're attaching a community with you. We have artisans working for us, we have our whole staff who's deeply rooted in the entire journey of making these products. Uh, and therefore, you know, taking care of these artisans, taking care of your people, your team while you're working is utmost important. And having a good uh, team who knows better than you is something that I feel helps a business much more than an approach when you think that I know it all. So if I have a design team, I let them bring the ideas. If there is confusion in the room, it is them who are going to call the shots. If it's the production team and they say that it is not viable, and so basically you have to respect the team that you have, and you have to give it that those people know it more than you do. So my social media teams would know more than me, and that is why they're running that aspect. So yes.
This is such a timeless advice. It really cuts across industries.
Yeah.
That brings us
Yeah,
to the
sure.
end of today's episode of CEO
Thank you.
Talks. A
Yeah.
huge thank you to ma'am for sharing your incredible journey in building a design powerhouse that reflects both passion and creativity. Your thoughts on resilience, adaptability, and following one's vision are lessons every aspiring entrepreneur can take away. We truly appreciate your time and we wish you continued success and innovation ahead. And as Manor House beautifully lives by its motto, Aao Ghar Sajaye, may the brand continue inspiring people to create homes filled with warmth, elegance, and meaning.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.